Sheree, you kind of mentioned equity, and I know a lot of people don't really understand the difference between workplace equality and workplace equity. So I was just wondering if you could sort of touch on what that meant.
Yeah, of course. When we talk about inclusion, we firstly have to understand actually where are we at right now, and that is a state of exclusion. Okay, we don't live in a fair, balanced world, and I think we have to come to terms with that, and we should be coming to terms with that. What's important to understand is that people do not at the moment have equal access to opportunities, and that's decided and based on how society treats you, based on your economic background, your gender, your ethnicity, the different caring responsibilities you might have, disabilities, neurodiversity, sexual orientations, and so on, and the intersections of that. Now, when we talk about equality, we're talking about providing all of these different people the same support. That's not how this works, because we need different support, all of these different people and the different barriers and systemic barriers, and also systemic advantages that different people have will tell you that you can't provide a blanket approach of equality. And equity is really about drilling down into a tailored approach, spending time analyzing data from those different overlapping scenarios like I talked about, which we mean by intersectionality, and really understanding actually what is the tailored support we need for all different types of women, for example. How can we choose to challenge if we don't really have that insight? And that's why, and again in the book, and why my title has equity in it, because it's really important to me that we don't pretend or get a false sense of security with equality, but actually we go deeper.
Thank you. Rita, did you want to add anything to that?
No, I mean, I completely agree. And I think that, you know, coming back to the research studies that would say a well-balanced workforce and a well-balanced leadership that sort of reflect the communities that we're trying to serve works better, let alone it being the fair and right and just thing to do. It works better. And whether that's gender, whether that's ethnicity, you know, whether that's orientation, the whole range of factors needs to be reflected in how we are looking at people in leadership. And as we know, it's a big challenge, you know, the central casting challenge, can I put it that way, which is that, you know, we are all guilty of getting an image in our minds about what does a chairperson look like? What does a CEO look like? How do they act? You know, and I must say, I found this myself, you know, when I was first time CEO, I thought, oh my goodness, I need to act in a particular way. I need to cross my arms, look over my shoulder. I mean, all that sort of posing that sometimes you do. So we all need to make sure we're looking at ourselves and what we're doing and make sure that we are both role modeling and delivering. All the things we say need to happen. Don't just stick it in a D&I report. You've got to be doing it and encouraging it and, you know, and as I say, absolutely delivering it. So, you know, we are all responsible for doing that.